We come into this world with a destiny. For some people, they call it divine destiny. Some people feel a sense of purpose and direction in their life. I know with complete confidence that I'm here with a destiny. I'm on track to achieve that destiny. At times I suffer when I go off track. And part of, for me and for many people in this world, our big lesson is to learn to love, to share. I know many people at their deathbed, they look back and they don't regret their financial gains or their financial losses. No, they think so much about their financial gains. They look at the quality of their relationships. Love is one of the most important things, and often we don't realize how important it is till we lose it. We don't recognize the importance of water till we get thirsty. The absence of love is one of the greatest sources of pain in our life. Yet to achieve love and lasting love, we need good health. And often when people are looking and struggling for good health, they're missing love, but they're also missing vital nutrients. In my own marriage, things are great. I love my wife. She's my soulmate. We're progressing. She just thought I was getting old. I wasn't doing the kinds of things I used to do. We didn't feel the same connection. This is about 10 years ago when I was turning 50. My energy levels were just dropping. My focus was dropping. And she noticed that I was starting to shake, having early onset Parkinson's symptoms. When I'd watch TV and be focused, my head would involuntarily shake, and I didn't even know it was shaking. Well, that panicked me. I went to a doctor and said, what should I do? They said, oh, you're getting old, don't worry about it. I went, whoa, I'm going to worry about it. And so I started researching alternatives and finding the source of Parkinson's. And it turns out to be inhibited dopamine function in the brain. And dopamine is what motivates us. It's why often people want to drink coffee, because it clarifies them. Coffee will stimulate extra dopamine and gives you focus, better memory, better energy. Well, that's what romance does. That's what a new relationship does. That's why relationships are better in the beginning for many people in terms of that spark of romance. Newness stimulates dopamine, and dopamine makes our brain work better. But after a while in relationships, the newness is gone, so we don't have that extra support for dopamine. And if we don't have the right nutrition in our life, we won't have enough dopamine. So the key was I needed to improve my dopamine function, and I found ways to do that. Very expensive ways. Now I found cheaper ways, but I went down to a clinic in Mexico, and I got IV treatments, IV drip, which allowed them to put the amino acids into my bloodstream to go right to my brain to make dopamine. Well, all my symptoms of Parkinson's went away. Remember, it was very early onset, so it doesn't necessarily happen later stages. But I took that, and my symptoms were gone, and I said, this is great. I came back. 3 months later, my wife said, I didn't want to tell you, but besides your shaking going away, you were like the man I married. And I had changed dramatically. I didn't notice it so much. I just felt good. She said, you are so much more attentive. You're so much there. You're so much more helpful. You're so much happier. You spend less time in your cave. All the good things about being in a new relationship were coming back to ours because I was getting the brain chemical that gets produced when a relationship is new, which is dopamine. So I started beginning studying that. How could I make the dopamine available, more dopamine available for men and women without having to get this expensive $10,000 IV treatment, which basically the symptoms started going away after 3 months. I went back and did it again. It lasted 3 months, but it went away. I wanted to figure out a way to sustain it. And what I found is a product on the market that did it for me. But that product on the market didn't have all the ingredients I want. And I went to that formulator and I said, would you make that product for me and add a few extra ingredients that I also know to sustain optimal brain function? And he did. His name was John Anderson. He developed a company called Isagenix, which has a line of wonderful products. One of their products is a product that I formulated with him, and it's called Dr. John Gray's Mars Venus Superfood Shake for women, Superfood Shake for men. And to this day, it is the only product on the market that has the ingredients that I have found to sustain optimal dopamine levels in the brain and optimal serotonin levels in the brain. Think of dopamine as excitement and motivation. Serotonin is calmness, reflection, appreciation. Balance those two things together. Women typically need a bit more serotonin. Men typically need a bit more dopamine. So I formulated natural products, all natural raw ingredients that you can mix with water in the morning. It becomes a complete meal replacement, particularly focusing on easy to digest proteins, omega-3 essential fatty acids that help produce brain chemicals, all of the trace minerals that your body needs in order to function properly, enzymes to help your body break down those proteins. And because the proteins are raw proteins, It's called undenatured whey and undenatured casein protein. Casein is the protein that's in cheese. Often parents and people think that, oh, casein's not good for my children. Only when it's cooked, only when the enzymes are dead. But when you have raw protein, raw whey, raw casein, you have a mixture that's in no other product on the market. Everybody goes with whey protein because it gives instant energy but not sustained brain function. Casein is the protein that's in the cheese that's not in the whey. The cheese protein actually gives you this sustained energy, and because it's raw, it has the enzymes still active in it, and that's the raw whey protein, casein protein. No other product has it. No other product I've seen has these results. Otherwise, I tell you about it. They're amazing. There's some now available in the store, which is Balanced Planets products are putting out at least the undenatured whey. They don't yet have the undenatured whey and casein, but here we have it in these, along with another miracle product called goji berries that helps balance blood sugar, helps stimulate optimal brain function and brain chemicals, boosts your mood. No other product on the market has such a concentrated amount of goji berries because I found that to be so effective for people. Now, this is 10 years ago. Now they're very common. People are taking them, but still nobody has it in a shake formula already made for you, plus molasses as a sweetener and a low calorie, low sweet. You don't want too much blood sugar to boost. Just enough to feed your brain. A little sugar makes the brain make brain chemicals, just as long as it's not too much. It's not bad for you, particularly molasses, which is rich in the minerals necessary for your brain to function and your whole body to function. Also, what I put in here is what's called dextrose. You won't see dextrose. Dextrose is a form of sugar. You won't see it in any product in the store. Why? Because cookie manufacturers, they put dextrose in, which is a cheaper form of sugar. You think they put it in. For the same amount of calories, if you eat one cookie with dextrose, the dextrose goes right to your brain and satisfies your brain. You eat one cookie. Instead, they give you fructose that goes to your liver, doesn't go to your brain. Only a little bit goes to your brain, has to convert into dextrose to go to your brain. So fructose, which sounds all healthy and natural like fruit, you take fructose cookie, you put it in your mouth, and your brain goes, oh, I didn't get enough sugar. Give me another one. Give me another one. So the manufacturers, all they know is that if you put fructose or pure sugar, people will buy it and eat more and more and more. If you take dextrose, which has no fructose, and just a little bit goes a long way. So I have just a little bit of dextrose just to keep the brain awake so it can utilize these proteins, stimulate the brain, but not enough to cause blood sugar imbalance. Also, one of the super vitamin supplements, which is just the best one for the brain. Everybody should be taking it for their brain. Phosphatidylserine, phosphatidylcholine. The natural source of that is egg yolks. Eat lots of egg yolks. It just breaks my heart when I see people eating egg whites without egg yolks. They got your best B vitamins and also the phosphatidylserine, phosphatidylcholine. And all of that's in these shakes. So this is like amazing shakes for people. You just take 2 scoops. And people go, oh, it doesn't have that much protein. You don't need that much protein when you have all the ingredients. And you've got flaxseed for your fat. You've got coconut oil for your fat, which is your healthiest fat. It can't store fat. And you get those combined together, you have a brain elixir, the ultimate brain elixir, which is the Mars Venus shakes. Also, I'll go in more detail when you go to each product. But here's my superfood, my super cleanse for men and women. Help cleanse the body every day, and then my super minerals to provide the active minerals necessary for optimal brain function. And nowhere on the market can you find all these minerals together in one product. And this is the ultimate because our food today is deficient in minerals and we're under stress. We lose our minerals. So this is my basic wellness program. Shake in the morning, 2 minerals, and a glass of lemonade, which is this drink here, with all these extra cleansing ingredients in it. This is a foundation that I've been doing regularly every day, and on top of that, then I take other supplements for particular conditions or things I want to increase or boost, but this is my foundation, and that means every day this is where I eat for nutrition, and the rest of the day, to a certain extent, I eat for recreation. What a foundation to have in your life. I recommend it to everyone of all ages, all the little children, grown-ups, old people. Everybody loves it, and everybody gets benefit from it.